This is a story by a young man named Wade who lives in a futuristic Oklahoma City where the problems of the world are so bad that most of the population turns to an online simulation video game called the Oasis. The creator of the Oasis, a man named Halliday, dies and challenges the entire world to find a hidden Easter egg in his game in order to inherit his wealth by finding 3 keys and entering 3 gates through the Oasis universe. Wade lives in a trailer with his aunt and extended family, but keeps his most valuable belongings in a secret hiding place inside an abandoned junkyard. As a gunter, a nickname for anyone searching for the Easter egg, Wade enters the Oasis world as his avatar named Parzival. Wade hangs out in the Oasis world with a gunter named H, his friend who has helped him learn trivia about the 1980s to help find the Easter egg. Wade is awarded a copper key after defeating a skeleton king at an old video game in a secret cave. As Wade is leaving the cave, he runs into a famous gunter named Artemis. They talk, and just as Wade leaves, she traps him temporarily and tells him that she knows he got the key because his name appeared on a worldwide scoreboard. Wade travels to a planet that looks like Halliday's childhood town, where he is placed in a virtual movie simulation and must act out the parts of the main character. Wade passes through the first gate and his score increases on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, Artemis finds the copper key. As Wade tries to find the jade key, he receives a request to meet with Innovative Online Industries, a corporation trying to find the Easter egg with the help of hired avatars called Sixers in hopes to take over the Oasis world. Wade meets with the chief of operations of IOI, a man named Sorrento, and refuses to offer help for money. Sorrento reveals that IOI knows his secret identity and threatens to kill him and his family. Wade refuses the final offer and a bomb destroys his aunt's trailer, killing his family and neighbors. Wade spends all the money he has left to move to Columbus, the location of the Oasis headquarters. Wade calls a meeting with the other 4 gunters who are on the scoreboard, Artemis, H, Dido, and Shoto, to warn them that IOI might go after them. Wade becomes romantically interested in Artemis, but when he expresses his love for her, she backs away, wanting to spend more time finding the Easter egg. Wade grows depressed over the split with Artemis until one day the scoreboard updates as Artemis takes first place by finding the jade key. Wade thinks he knows where the jade key is and flies to a planet filled with old arcade cabinets. He finds an unusual Pac-Man machine and gets a high score, which rewards him with a mysterious quarter. However, the scoreboard updates again as H has found the jade key, moving him to 2nd place overall. H sends Wade a clue to help him and Wade finds the jade key. Dido is killed in the Oasis game and in real life by IOI agents. Soon, IOI Sixers swarm the planet for the jade key and their scores climb the scoreboard. However, as Wade thinks about finding the 2nd gate, Sorrento's score climbs to 1st place as he completes the 2nd gate. Then Sorrento's score rises again as he finds the crystal key, the last key. Wade completes the 2nd gate and gets the crystal key. He then sends the information to Artemis, H, and Shoto. However, IOI surrounds the planet where the 3rd gate is, so no one can get inside. In real life, Wade's apartment is raided and he is arrested by IOI agents for not paying his bills. Wade is taken and processed as a tech specialist for IOI. Once inside IOI, he hacks into their system and retrieves all the information IOI has on Halliday and each of the top gunters. Wade escapes IOI headquarters and meets up with the others in the Oasis to tell them what IOI knows about them. Wade comes up with a plan to unite all of the gunters in the Oasis to fight against Sorrento and the Sixers at the location of the 3rd gate. As the group talks, Og Morrow, Halliday's friend and co-founder of Oasis, appears. He tells them that they are welcome to stay at his home in Oregon for safety. Og flies them all to Oregon as Wade and H meet for the first time in real life. The group arrives at Og's house and they log into the Oasis to complete their mission. They arrive at the location of the 3rd gate, which is a large castle that IOI surrounds with a force field and the entire Sixers army. Thousands of gunters are there in support of Wade and the group. Wade finds a way to turn off the force field, allowing them to engage in a fight. Wade and the others use giant robots to fight Sorrento and the Sixers, who also use giant robots. Wade, Artemis, and H make it to the 3rd gate, but Shoto is killed. All 3 insert their keys into the gate and it opens. Just as they step into the gate, the entire world explodes and every avatar is killed. However, because Wade won that quarter from the Pac-Man game, he is allowed to come back to life. Wade enters the 3rd gate as another group of Sixers who hadn't died pursues him. Eventually, Wade wins the contest and is awarded God mode in the Oasis and the inheritance by Halliday. Wade then brings back the avatars of his friends. In the end, Sorrento is arrested for murder and Wade and Artemis meet in real life, sparking a relationship. If this video was helpful, please share it with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe for more Minute Book Reports, and thanks for watching.